It's another MOTUesday, another day of getting caught up with opening my Masters of the Universe Origins figures. These ones are really cool. Target exclusives, so very hard for me to come by, but actually not so bad. My friend Andy had to get something in Canada from Target. I had to get it from Germany, so that's what happened there. And then the second one I found at a toy show. So I kind of also count on other people to drive across the border, buy the stuff like the WWE figures, even though I've found there's a UK site. So again, I have to turn to Europe to get some of these Walmart and Target exclusives here in Canada. It's a shame. It's so hard to get these figures. I would have gotten 2 or 3 of each one, but it's such a chore. I really wanted these sets. Also, Brian and Veronica, I think, offered to find these for me too. I forgot to get my scissors. It's right here. All right, so I have watched Stranger Things. I enjoy it. I like an 80s throwback, obviously, Masters of the Universe. What a good collaboration. And the figures are new, so we're getting 2 new figures. I thought this would be an easy review, and I like that I'm doing these 2 box sets together. You can see that the art on them is really, really cool. These figures are kind of adult. They're made, Origins look like baby Fisher-Price toys. That's kind of why I like them, but they're scary and they're cute at the same time. That's why I love Masters of the Universe. Hunky, chunky, sturdy, rugged toys. They're adorable at the same time. These ones are kind of dirtied up, grittied up. I'm really excited about the 2 new figures. I'm not minding this. I don't know. There's something about the color of their skin that's really creepy and weird, but it's not too McFarlane washed that I don't. Like, I'm not a big fan of adult Spawn figures. It was never my thing. It's a little too Y2K for me. I like the 80s aesthetic. I like now's aesthetic. Y2K, it just wasn't my time. I guess it was my time, but I didn't like what was going on there as much as, there's some really cool toy lines that I never collected. Speaking of which, I'm opening these. I don't know, did I show you the box? I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce these guys' names. This is Vecna, I guess. Upside down, but that's fitting. And then this guy is Demogorgon, which I think I remember properly. I don't know what the accessories are. I don't know what's going on. Check out this. They even put those upside down and backwards. Okay, it's matching. We've got a staff that he holds in his hand. That's the feature. And then this one right here. What's going on here? We got a sword that he holds in his hand. All right, so we don't have any great gimmicks, but also that's not something that I'm interested in. I don't like gimmicks in my toys. So I don't know. I guess I showed you the amazing packaging enough. It looks the art is great. I have to save these boxes. I have my collection, my box collection of Masters of the Universe Origin boxes and cards is bigger than the actual toy collection that I have. Some of them can't be folded up very small. But these aren't in the best condition, especially because it was one that I got from a toy show that was kind of banged up. Oh, there's more package art that I have to show you. Maybe this is all I have to keep. What a good photographic backdrop too. It could be. It's really cool. I like that it's kind of spacey. Oh, well, the spacey one is from Masters of the Universe. That's why. These are opening easily too, so I like that. Okay. All right, there's Skeletor on the back with whoever that guy is. Plant face. It's kind of what, alien plant head? I can barely remember what happened. in the series. Is going to be the same backdrop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same. It's cool. Why are my glasses on so silly? Better if I put it this way so I could really tell. Yeah, they're the same. It's a really cool art. Kudos to the artist. Mattel's packaging is usually better than we have. Okay, so I do have the two original Origins figures to compare them, and I also have their revamp. Here I thought I wasn't going to talk so much. I talk so much. I want to make fast videos, but I just got so much to say, and I usually give wrong information and mix things up, but whatever. That's what the internet is for. Lies that people believe are true. All right, so these are definitely the two. Oh no, not those two. Those two are the revamps. So that's what Mattel's are really good, or at least in the beginning. Well, no, they still are. They listen to the fans. There's good communication. I think probably because the people working on the brand now are fans of the property. So that definitely helps a lot. But they do take feedback, and when people complained about He-Man's updated head, and they wanted him to have his old head back, they listened and they reissued. They also did it to Skeletor too, even though when they do things like that, then they just get more complaints. So I don't know why they bother. I love their original vision. Sometimes there are things that I don't like, I tell you, but the whole thing in general is I like these figures better than even the original ones. So they're doing a fantastic job, and they're doing a good job modernizing them, and the edit articulation is just way too much fun. And then the mixing and matching of parts is crazy fun, even though I don't do that as much as I should. Maybe one day. Okay, what do we got going on here? I guess we'll look at, I don't know what parts of this packaging I'm saving. I guess we're going to look at Skeletor. We'll look at the regular figures first, and then we'll see who they give us. Why did they have to staple these in so I should pause while I do this. Well, no. You're stuck with me. Oh no, it's getting hot, and I turned off my fan again. And I put on a shirt today to be respectful to, I don't know who, to people who don't like that I feel comfortable without a shirt on, I guess. Alright, I feel way more comfortable. Wow, I didn't realize how hot it was. Here, I'll break up the madness. By doing Skeletor first. I didn't prepare this one. What a lot of noise. Alright, the color on him is incredible. Okay, so what I like about this is there might be some wash on the armor, but I can barely tell. I don't like a wash. Yeah, there is. Oh wow. Oh, his skin. I think it's done marbly. Oh, it's weird. Okay, we're gonna definitely have to strip him down. He's all shiny and metallic-y and pearlized. That is definitely something I like in a toy and a plastic. In fact, I really don't like when they use vac metal because it can chip, and I love when they do their metallics in the plastic. There's something about this joint. This is the best joints I've ever had out of the box. Maybe it's because of the heat. No, because the other figures that I was playing with today, there must be something about the specific plastic they used, because this is some good knees. Now this is I mean good joints. Okay, the knees are doing the regular thing where I'm afraid I'm going to break it if I'm not careful. Probably should heat the figure up before you do it, but this arm is made of really good plastic. All right, check out this face. Does the jaw move? No. So this face is the original face, which they gave Skeletor, the one that Mattel redesigned for Origins. And I like it. I think it's really cool, and I definitely like it. I like it even better in this color. These muted tones are incredible. This is what I call gas station blue. It's just dirty blue, and this is definitely a good representation of why I fell in love with Masters of the Universe in the first place, because it had that 70s, like, because we were still hanging on to the 70s, so like it was they were developing these figures in the 70s and taking homage from the different other licenses that they made in the 70s. And you could really see it in the colors. Everything was dirty and gritty, and that was so big, early 80s, late 70s. And this really does look like that. I love the colors. I guess I don't have to go over it too much, but you can see it kind of, this looks and feels more like the original one. And in fact, it takes it a little bit further to that underworld, the dark side of the 80s and the late 70s, and I love it. So you can definitely see the difference. So where am I going with this? This is an exact copy of the one that they made. The head sculpt is, but you're gonna see that they gave He-Man the revamp head, and I guess I'll get that to in a second. But what I have to see is what's going on with this skin color. So I'm gonna do this the easy way. They also gave him the new sword. So the original ones, which I loved because I'm a toy fan, the original toy the most, and I loved those mini comics that came with the toy. They were very gritty and dirty too, and they looked like they were from the 70s. And they had the two swords that separated, and that was a big part of the story. And that is what came with the original ones. But then later on in this series, as it developed, people do prefer this kind of filmation kind of manifestation where the sword, it's just a sword of power. There's no like two swords that go together. All right, let's see this. It's not a I don't know how to describe it. Is it a wash? It's just dirty plastic. I hope it's just dirty plastic and it's not paint. I don't think it's paint. I think it's, a good way to tell is to look inside the joint and see if it's done. I don't know. It's dirty in a good way. It's not dirty in a McFarlane way. It doesn't look like a Spawn figure. It's chunky, it's hunky, it looks like the original figure, and it has articulation. And all of this is really cool and rubbery, and I love it. And that is what's so great about Masters of the Universe. All of these accessories, I think that's what these pops of color of accessories that are different pieces of plastic that you put on them. I talk about this all the time when I talk about Masters of the Universe, but it's different than any other toy. They were the first toys that had like lots of accessories, and they all matched, and they all made the figure that much cooler. Like, it came with a loincloth, and it came with a harness, and it came with a scepter, and he came with a sword. It's really cool. It's really cool that they gave him the power sword too. I like that. Even though he doesn't have a harness to put the power sword in. But we go old school. This is very perfect for this day. Back in the day, that's how we had to, in the 80s, that's how we stored our swords. Right there. It's built-in sword harness right in the armor. So super cool. And the Havoc stack is just, I can't believe that. Yeah. I'm having major nostalgia. So great for this video to have major nostalgia. It's just so cool. Skeletor is so cool. Which was the first Masters of the Universe figure I saw. A friend of my brother's had it. His father bought it for him, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? I need it. I need that." And then I think a week later, I don't know how that happened, but my My mother brought me home a He-Man and a Tila, and then that was the end. It was just Masters of the Universe from then on in. Okay, so we're going over to the second set now. So they put Skeletor in the first set, which is kind of cool. I mean, he is he's the prominent bad guy, and then Stranger Things is scary, so it makes sense. But let's see Dirty He-Man. Dirty He-Man. Can I call that video this? Oh man, the colors are so cool. Shield. Okay, here we took even more liberties, so that's kind of great. That's kind of fantastic. All right, so for this He-Man, they went back to the design. Oh, I'm not getting the same. It's a little scary. I don't want to break the arm off. Not that, have I ever done it with a Masters of the Universe figure? I'm not sure. I don't think I have, actually, so what am I? It's scary. It's happened before. So, let's see. But check this out. Oh, is that Vac metal? I think it's gold paint. It's not exactly Vac, but it's gold paint, and it actually looks pretty good. It looks really good. And everything again washed and dirty, but not in a bad way. Like, look how dirty He-Man's arm is. It's disgusting. It's filthy. It's awesome. Ugh. Okay, I'm just trying to get all his joints. I like them in the squat position. That's how I always put my Masters of the Universe figures, and make sure that I bend them at the knee and get them in their regular position. So you gotta bend their knee, and then you gotta put their foot forward if they have them in the package properly. But sometimes they're twisted. So get them all stocky. And then check this out. So he does have a holder for his sword. And look at that. And the head. I guess I like this head. I really liked the updated hairdo. So this is what they did here. So here's the Origins He-Man. That's the original Origins He-Man, even though they did update him with this head. But that is the difference. You can see the color difference anyway. So Origins, they really brought it into the future with the colors. They're still crazy color combinations, but they're not as crazy out of this world as the original. The color combinations were, they just didn't seem like Beastman. His colors are crazy. Skeletor's with blue and purple. Like, they're just, the new ones are so much brighter. And then there's the second release of He-Man, the fan choice. Let's make He-Man again. Let's make a new He-Man that the fans like even better, is what they did, and that's the head they used. And they've used different other heads on the different variant He-Mans and Skeletors, the ones with gimmicks and action features. But you can see the difference, and it looks cool. I'm loving the mixed metals here. He's got a really silver, it's a real silvery plastic harness, and he's got the gold on the wrists and on the belt, which looks so good. Why didn't they do that? It kind of he looks royal. He looks like King Randor. And then look how dirty his fur is. It's filthy. And then his skin is sickly. Just dirty jaundice awesomeness. I mean, so cool. They did such a good job on his face. I don't know, like, this face looks like, I mean, this is how the original ones were painted. They tried with just a little bit of black. It looks so good. There's something about this one. I guess they gave him like bags under his eyes. The way that it was painted a bit high, or maybe they painted those on. Maybe that's lighter paint. Look at that. It looks so good. He looks so much better than this one. How do you feel about the new one? I like this one because it makes him look more barbaric. So I like this barbaric head. I was looking at some of my other He-Mans, and speaking of Y2K, all of the Y2K heads and stuff, they were They also were not my jam. He doesn't. I mean, even the cartoon head looks ridiculous with his Fauntleroy hair. These are the weapons. These are the same weapons that he had in the original, except the sword is the reissue sword that they gave him with some of his other, like, I guess it was like battle armor and his variants that had gimmicks. They gave him the new kind of sword. I think that they always gave him the half sword in this pack. From looking at those figures in the box. So the sword and the axe are the same. Oh, they're not the same. Oh, yes they are. No, they're not. Yes they are. No, they're not. Yes, they are. This is metal, shiny metallic. Now here, like I was talking about, I do not like, I don't know. I'm okay with this. These flat plastic, because, it makes it look more like a toy without making it look metal, but the plastic that they used for these, it not being vac metal or anything, and just being this shiny, really cool, that's plastic advancements for you, but it looks like metal. And what a great choice, and the harness looks like metal. We gotta see this off. Okay, so the biggest change is this shield. So they totally revamped the shield. The shield is very different from the original. The original had a cardboard insert, and it was put together kind of weird. And this one they made very, very more simply. But it's cool. It doesn't stay on the arm. That's something else that they used to do in the 80s better. They made all of the armor and the weapons fit into the hands. Now they don't seem to care as much in all toy companies. Like if there's sometimes the harnesses don't snap on together. Sometimes the leg braces fall off all the time because I don't know why they took more care back in the 80s to make the weapons don't even fit in the hand, which was a problem that we got, I think, with Prince Adam. His original sword, this one that they made the hilt, so the handle was so wide that it couldn't even fit in the hand. Bizarre things that aren't tested. But I guess maybe it's computers and it's just like simple. It doesn't have that human element of care. It must have something to do with that. It had to be done carefully, and then maybe if you just put something a little off in the computer, then it ain't gonna match. All right, and I was showing this shield with the devil himself, Aquaman Devil. He's got these ears of, I guess they're bad ears. They could be. That's a really cool. Let's see if that fits on. He's got two holding hands. Skeletor has one open hand and one holding hand, which doesn't make sense. It would have been nice to give him two holding hands too, so that he could hold lots of stuff. I don't like to clip things on near the painted gauntlets because, come on, we don't want that chipping off. But I also am a fan of He-Man not using his sword and using an axe, because I am barbarian He-Man all the way. Original mini comics, and they're not even mini comics, they're storybooks. Original storybooks that came with the series. I love those. They made no sense if you read them. I'm going to read them again because I remember reading them and I was like, what? What? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know if they did. I think everybody was super high when they were designing these toys, or drunk, and that's okay because they turned out amazingly. He looks so good. I love the skin color. I shouldn't like these. Okay, yeah, now we have to take off his chest plate piece, his clothing, because look at this. It is a wash. I don't know why. Normally I wouldn't like it. I guess it's because it still looks like a baby toy, and it's simplified and it's chunky, and it looks like weird proportions, the kind of proportions that I like all. But He-Man never looked so good. He's got his bodybuilding polish on. Look at him go. yeah, I'm seeing details. This is why people do like the paint, because it does bring out the details. But I like noticing them later. I like playing with my toy, and it doesn't. The stuff's not all painted, but then you notice that there's little bits of detail in there that you didn't see, and I just like it's more pop arty. So that is why I don't like the washes. But that being said, and then look how well it's painted. It really helps when things are painted well, when you are putting on that kind of paint. But check out He-Man. He looks so good, all jaundiced and sick and dirty. Love it. Love it, love it, loving it. It's so 70s. Some people don't like when I refer to Masters of the Universe as the 70s, but that's when they were making it. That's when it was being designed originally. So there's a lot. There's a lot there. Okay, where do we start? Who was the first one? The Demogorgon. I won't do that directly into the microphone. Am I gonna save these? No. I can tell you that I'm not putting these back in the box, because some toys look better in the box, and I have come to, and some toys are better out. These toys are better out, despite how awesome the box was. I'm still gonna keep the box. It actually kind of sounds like he's screaming, like the actual character. And I'm looking to his face and hearing this. Alright. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not going to save the plastic part. Let's get this over with. That was so much easier. Alright, Demogorgon. I don't remember these weapons or anything, but I do like that they Masters of the Universe sized them. Like, they made him look like Beastman. So these look like Beastman's arms, but I don't think these are Beastman's hands. Oh, and his head doesn't stay on unless I popped it loose. I think it stays on well enough. So they really made him Beastman. This is kind of reminding me of the whole Turtles thing, or I guess more the Turtles than the Thundercats. The Thundercats seem to be not really like being a specific character. They're just Eternia-ized. What was it? The original WWE Superstars, where they just put random. I love that series so much. That was so good. What did they call them? They called them WWE. Even I forget. Oh well, the original WWE Superstars before they just made them normal, which I also love, but I can't get in Canada. So hard to get. Oh, I can get them in the UK now though, which I talked about. So I think that this foot is new. I don't know if they're going to use it again. Maybe no, it doesn't look like a tree foot. It doesn't look like it could have been anybody else. Hey, if you know, if this foot was used for anybody else, was this leg used for anybody else? Again, it's washed and everything, but I'm not. There's something about it that doesn't bother me. I guess it's the design. The design's still there, so you can't mess with the great Masters of the Universe classic squat 5.5 awesomeness. It just doesn't go away, even if you put bad deco on it. But I'm liking the deco. The colors is what's making it work for me. So check this out, like a weirdie. So he's got the classic loincloth, and he's got Beastman's arms, and he's got Beastman's armor, and he's got Beastman's shoulder pads, and then he's got his crazy face, his creepy, crazy plant alien, I don't know. And these hands, they definitely have to use these hands again for somebody. They can't be. And then he's got tiny little wrist things, which I think are Beastman's too. Oh no, yes, they're definitely Beastman's forearms. And then he's all, I mean, this was an easy review for me. I mean, we have to take off this, which is so classic, with the belt loop thing. And all of the parts come apart if this is new to you and you don't know, and you can mix and match these parts. You can put these arms on He-Man. Oh, this would be the set to do it. I mean, this video is too long. Oh, I could have had fun if I did these separately. If I wouldn't have got them at the same time, practically. Oh, and he's got, like, animal legs that go back, unless that's a mistake. I guess, yeah. You know how animals' heel is at right here, and it's really extended, that part of their foot, and they just walk on their toes? Maybe you don't know that, but that's why animals walk the way they do. But I'm not sure if that's actually happening here. I think maybe that is how he... Oh yeah, look at that. I like that, like bird feet. I think he does kind of walk like that. I mean, that's really cool and different. And oh yeah, and that's his hairy chest with the paint on it. So we don't get to see examples of a wash on a Masters of the Universe figure. So like I said in the last one, we're seeing details that we don't necessarily notice unless we really look. What is going on with his abs there? Looks like it's a deformity in the plastic. I don't notice that in He-Man's. Does He-Man have a muddied bottom ab there? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't think it's from the wash. I wonder if it's just mine. Do you have this? Is this deformed for you down there? I mean, luckily, it works really well with this character, if it is a blemish in my mold. But he looks so good. I love it. Oh, these work. Normally these just slide on now when they make any kind of shoulder band, a shoulder pad, or arm armor. They usually just have it slide on. But this was back when they were first making the new Origins, and they stuck with the original design, giving it a peg and peg hole, and it probably doesn't stay on right. I always mix these up, thinking that the horn goes down, the I guess horns, the horn spikes point down, but they do point upward. Lords of Power, that's my favorite set that I didn't get. I think that the prices are pretty good on eBay. I should probably buy it before I miss out on it, because I don't think they're going to make any other Lords of Power in the regular series. They did Merman, and they did Beastman, and they just recolored them. But I'm still waiting for the 3 other ones, which they have unused parts, which, I mean, I don't know. And then we get this. Like, what the hell is this? I like that. That can be switched around, so you can spin it, and the fire can be going that way, and the fire can go this way if you're pulling it this way. Whoosh, your fire's going this way, and then I think when you're spinning it, it'll be the coolest. So your flames are following behind. I don't remember this. It is, oh, it's a nerd dice, though. That's cool. It must be some kind of Dungeons and Dragons. Again, 70s stuff. I mean, also 80s, but that's where it came from. Just creepy, weird. It's when all of the serial killers were coming out of the woodwork and starting. You couldn't hitchhike anymore. I didn't know about any of that stuff going on. I'm only finding that about in true crime. Well, I knew, I guess I knew, but I didn't know then that any of these bad things were happening. They weren't happening in my small community. So cool, but that's where they happen. So be careful, be safe. All right, that weapon is, I mean, where's that coming out of nowhere? This is a great example of Masters of the Universe doing their thing with this blue. This doesn't match anything. It's not. I love that. I love that. Like, there's no other. It's cool when things all are matching, but also at the same time, it's cool when there's just these weird things. It still goes together. It looks like it belongs. I like it. I love it. This is so cool. I'm so happy to have him in my collection. I don't know what box he's going in. I categorize all of my figures. All right, so there's this guy who his name is Vecna. It must be Vecna. That sounds the most like something from the 80s. What is this? What is going on? He is so cool. I knew that was going to come off like that. Spider snaps onto the chest. It's too bad that they didn't design it so it has to snap on. Uh-oh. So I think the spider would point upward. How can I tell? Oh, it's got a smaller peg hole on the bottom and a larger one on the top. So I'm glad they did that, so I know. And he's got all original armor, but again, very Beastman-y. And I believe that his feet are also going backwards. These do look like they are the feet belonging to Whiplash, though. They do look like a Whiplash foot. So you can let me know if you know that. They gave him the spiky boots, the Skeletor spiky boots. Even though, are these ones Skeletors? They're not Skeletors, but they're in the design of Skeletors. They probably also belong to Whiplash, but maybe they don't belong to anybody. They're all supposed to have the same sized, the same feet. You can see that. They just took some liberties, but they all have that 3-toe thing going on. That was the beast foot, and then they had the fur foot, the bear foot, and they had the He-Man boot. And I love a reuse of parts like this. Oh, and we get the gold again with this guy to match He-Man. So he does kind of look like He-Man. I didn't show these guys together, which I guess probably makes sense. They're probably supposed to be seen together. That's them together. Does that really matter? I'm all about them being individual. Alright, so hideous face. Just like he looks like this skin's been burnt off. And then what's going on with these things? So this is an example of how there is no fastener, and you just push it up over the arm to get it on. I mean, we're gonna have to strip them down. So before we do that, I can't do that yet because we gotta look at them. So he's got this spider that clips on here. It doesn't clip on that well. Maybe it's just the bottom peg that's not getting clipped in. Oh, there, I got it. Yeah. I don't know why didn't they just glue it on if it wasn't gonna look good without it on there. Maybe they think that it does look good with it out on there. So that is, what is going on with this skin? It is so gross. I think it's supposed to be attached to him, but it comes off, and that's exciting for me to see. I think he's got the furry Beastman. He's got the same hands as the other guy. Is he the same guy? I don't even remember. Now he's kind of like Moss Man. He's got these roots, and I don't know which one is supposed to go on which side, and I don't think it matters because it's fun, and that's why they have these plugs back here. And they fell off taking it out of the package, but he was really tight in the package, and I mean, that is a presence. And not only does he have that presence, he's got this staff, which I thought it was going to shoot out. It really looks like there's a button on it and it does something, but no, it's just a temple of fire and demons. Again, very 70s. We love that. We love fire and demons here, and it looks so good, and it brings out the fire and demon in his crab chest pet, and then his crab brings out the arms in himself. And then there's his hair, which it reminds me of some scene where some monster that's attacking. I guess he looks like Freddy Krueger. Yeah, he does. That's right. Where he's been in a fire. Oh, in the boiler room. Yeah. That's what it looks like. And again, I think that's probably what they were going for. So he looks so good. But let's strip him down. I'll put him next to He-Man so you can see this is the set that came together. He came with He-Man. They fight. Axe, axe, axe. Axe to that hideous face. And then, yeah, let's take him apart and see what's going on here. Look at the details in this thing. I want to put that on an altar in my castle. Take these arms off, which these are really hard plastic. And then I guess I'm going to take off the head. You can see the back of this. What is going on there? It's hideous. It looks like it's from the depths of demonic melted. Okay, so I'm going to take the spider off. The crab. I guess it's more like a crab. Or is it a spider? They're arachnoids. They're the same thing. All right. That's his head. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's his head with his melted hairdo. I mean, he's hideous. What is going on with his eyes and the paint detail? And you probably can't see. I can't see what's because of the. I mean, he looks hideous, but in an adorable way. And then they come apart at the waist. You've seen me that already. You can probably see this better now. I put it in the light. Very beast man, just wormy, rooty. I don't know. It looks pretty good with the roots on. And then yes, this is the furry body. I guess there's no point for me taking this off because it is the exact same. They must be the same character. They use the same hands. They use the same arms. And the wash isn't as evident because the skin is darker on this guy. So yeah, those would pull down. And it's just a strap. It's kind of hard to do. It's not really that hard to do. Oh, look, I'm gonna take one off. Oh yeah, we can really see his purple Beastman arm, which he has longer forearms, so it makes him look like his arms are dragging like he's a Neanderthal. All right. Oh, and look at the. Well, he's dirty purple. Really, so good up close. So good in real life. Oh, it looks great. Oh, does he have the? His abs look less, but kind of the same. They don't look as messed up and distorted. Maybe it's just the wash. I can't see now. Doesn't matter. I think it's just like some kind of plastic vein running through that one. Anyway, it's a bonus for me if he looks more deformed at the waist. Let's see here. There we go. Purple guy. He's just dark purple demons. Like I can't. It doesn't get better than this. Thank you, Mattel, so much. Origins is going even more and more. It's not stopping, and I've got, I don't know, my snake bin. I don't know why there's so many snake men, and there's Ninja Turtle snake men. I have so much to open, and so much more is coming, and I'm not even shipping my loot from Big Bad Toy Store because I got so much to contend with here, and hopefully I can make more money. So while it's sitting there, it's not, it's not on my credit card, so that part's good. And then, yes, all right. But I have to buy every one of these figures. And I think opening this is making me realize more and more how much I need that Lords of Power set. So I think I have to get it. And even if they did reissue them with slightly different decos, I think I would need the original set too, with the original decos, because that is my jam. It is the 70s concept of Masters of the Universe, and I really got that feel with these two crazy, incredible new figures that who knew? Stranger Things is going to come and go, guys. Masters of the Universe has been around forever, since 1982 officially. I don't think Stranger Things will be remembered as much as, is that? Can we say that? I don't know. Man, this is the best-selling toy in all of the world of all time. Wait, I don't know if that's true. It's kind of true. They had crazy sales, and then they also was the biggest decline in toy sales that ever happened as well. Here I'm making stuff up again, but it was significant. Billions to, wait, I don't think it was billions. I think millions too in the 80s. Millions was billions. Billions to like just 100. Nobody wanted them anymore. That's because I grew up. I didn't want to buy toys anymore, and that's what happened to the first generation of Masters of the Universe lovers. We grew up. We grew up too quickly because of all of the serial killers and stuff. That's what we had to, or we weren't going to survive. We're barely surviving now. All right, thanks so much for joining me. These are incredible. I love them. I'm going to just go stare at them. Maybe I'll watch Stranger Things. When I watch Stranger Things again, which I probably will at some point, when they put out a new season, I'll want to watch, because I forget I don't even know who this guy is anymore. I said goodbye, and here I'm still talking. I can talk forever about toys. Oh yeah, I'll take these out and I'll play with them while I'm watching the show. Take that, Winona. Wait, Winona? Take that. Ugh. Okay. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and no, or whatever. Until next Monday. Maybe Monday and Tuesday again. MOTU Monday. MOTUesday.